Well, hello there folks, and a very warm welcome back to What's for Tea, and I hope that I find you very well indeed. So good afternoon, good evening or good morning, depending on whereabouts in the world you are. Like I said, it is lovely to see you, so thanks for coming over just to check out what I made for the family meals this week. And as usual, if I've done a video recipe on any of the dinners that you see here, you will find them in the show more box underneath the video. So I'm just going to start off as usual all the way back on Monday through till today, which is Sunday. So on Monday we had fish pie, so I forgot to press record, so I will just show you what's here. So that's my usual fish pie with some cauliflower at the side. So this is made using a very creamy white sauce and some smoked haddock. Then I just either add some peas or sweet corn. This time I've added the peas, and I just like the combination of the fish pie with the cauliflower, and I do have a video recipe for this and you will find it underneath the video. Moving out to Tuesday, we had black pudding, or I had a black pudding supper. This was from the chip shop. So this is battered black pudding with chips underneath. Mr. What's for Tea just had the chips, and we seem to be doing this every Tuesday now. We do meet up with a group of folk and we just order something from the local chippy. So I usually just have chips, but I just felt like black pudding. I haven't had black pudding from the chippy in such a long time, and it's a nice wee treat just once in a while. I like this, and I also like the battered haddock, and I was going to do this for the channel one time, so do let me know if you fancy seeing something like this in a video recipe. Moving on to Wednesday, we had these wee individual steak and ale pies, and we do like these from time to time. So I made some very creamy mashed potato. That's the wee steak and ale pie. So it's just the steak and ale stew and gravy, and then some balls of doom at the side. And I know that so many of you laugh when I say balls of doom, but they are just Brussels sprouts done in some butter, and then some beef gravy on the top. A really simple one, really quick to put together, and just lovely at this time of year, you know, when it is a wee bit chillier outside. Moving on to Thursday, we had a meat-free day, so I made this quorn hot pot. So it's a kind of chicken style hot pot using the quorn plant-based chicken pieces, if you like. So I just make this in exactly the same way I would my chicken hot pot, but obviously instead of the chicken it's the quorn pieces, and we had that with some peas and also some sweet corn on the side. This is it here, just out of the oven, and you can see it all just bubbling away furiously with the tatties on the top. Moving on to Friday, we had a mince round, and I do have a video recipe for this one as well. I will leave it linked underneath. So we just had some plain boiled potatoes with a wee bit of parsley butter in there as well. This is the mince round, so it's beef and onions, or steak mince and onions baked into a pie. So that's puff pastry, and then some swede in the middle, and a couple of stems, a couple of pieces of tender stem broccoli as well. Oh my goodness, I can't speak today. So yeah, I will leave the video recipe for this underneath the video. If you just click on show more, or there might be a downward arrow, it's just underneath the video. And moving on to Saturday, or yesterday, we actually went out with friends to a local Italian restaurant, and we love this place. It's very unpretentious, very casual. So I decided to have lasagna, and it also came with some chips and a wee bit of garlic bread. The lasagna wasn't great, if I'm being honest. It has been better, but it was still nice, you know, just for a wee change. And then I had brownie with ice cream and cream, and Mr. What's for Tea was right at the end of the table. There were a few of us, so I didn't want to get anybody else's meals in there, so I'm just showing you what I had. Moving on to today, we had roast beef. So this is just some sliced beef that I done in the slow cooker, some roast potatoes, a Yorkshire pudding that I had a bag of Yorkshire puddings in the freezer. I'd forgotten all about them, so I popped them on, and also some cauliflower as well, and then the gravy from the roast. So that was everything we had this week. So thank you very much for popping over, like I said, just to see what we had, and thank you all for your ongoing support, from Patreon to the channel members here, and for you all for watching and leaving your lovely comments, and for those that share the videos as well. It's all very much appreciated, and I will catch up with you during the week for another wee recipe or shopping unbagging. There wasn't a shopping haul this week because we really didn't need much, and that will be explained in next week's Meals of the Week, and you'll see what has been going on. So you take care of yourselves, and I'll see you off as soon back here on What's for Tea. Bye now.